Hey guys, hope y'all doing good today. So this is a bombshell announcement. CZ is acquiring FTX. Now, this is something even in my wildest dreams I wouldn't have thought. In this video, I'm going to go over everything that led to this moment and exactly all the timeline of events that happened to lead us where we are now. So first of all, I'm going to read this tweet from CZ that was less than an hour ago. He says, "This afternoon, FTX asked for our help. There's a significant liquidity crunch. To protect users, we signed a non-binding letter of intent intending to fully acquire FTX and help cover the liquidity crunch. We'll be conducting a full DD in the coming days, so due diligence." And then scrolling down, he retweeted a tweet from Sam that says, "Hey all, I have a few announcements to make. Things have come full circle and FTX.com's first and last investors are the same. We have come to an agreement on a strategic transaction with Binance for FTX.com pending DD." And he says, "Our teams are working on clearing out withdrawal backlog as is. This will clear out liquidity crunches. All assets will be converted one-to-one. This is one of the main reasons we've asked Binance to come in. It may take a bit to settle, etc. We apologize for that, but the important thing is customers are protected." Now he says, "A huge thank you to CZ, Binance, and all of our supporters. This is a user-centric development that benefits the entire industry. CZ has done and will continue to do an incredible job of building out the global crypto ecosystem and creating a freer economic world." Now, this is crazy, for Sam to basically come full circle with this, but there's a guy here, Cred, that I'm going to talk about exactly all the timeline of events at CryptoCred. If you're not following him, he's a good guy. Give him a follow. But first, what happened was FTT nukes on Alameda insolvency rumors. So for those who didn't know, Alameda had a lot of controversy that came out a few days ago about them being insolvent. And the biggest reason was because on their balance sheet, they're showing a lot of FTT that they use as collateral, more so than they had of USDC. Now, everyone thought that, hey, if FTT tanks, we get in a further bear market, they're not going to be able to cover all their assets. And so a lot of panic set in. There was a lot of FUD. So that's when FTT started nuking. Now, see, FTT bounces on Caroline clarification tweet. Now, for those who don't know who Caroline is, she's the CEO of Alameda. Alameda is a person that works with FTX, right? Basically, their backbone for all their funding. Now, what Caroline said was, she said a few notes on the balance sheet. This was November 6th, 2 days ago. She said a few notes on the balance sheet info that had been circulating recently. That specific balance sheet is for a subset of our corporate entities. We have greater than $10 billion of assets that aren't reflected there. Yeah, I call that a lie on that one. So turns out they didn't have all the funds to cover everything because now they're asking Binance to bail them out. Next, FTT nukes again on Binance selling their holdings. So for those who don't know, CZ actually held over $580 million worth of FTT, okay? That came about that they were starting to sell it because, again, of the insolvency rumors and things that have come to light. So CZ was more in the know than all of us were. So they probably knew Alameda was definitely insolvent while everyone else was thinking, oh, there's no way that Sam could be that stupid. Well, it turns out he was definitely that cocky. So now people were panicking and FTT was declining again. Then FTT bounces again on Caroline saying they'll buy it all. So if you look at Caroline's tweets, scrolling down, she says, "CZ, if you're looking to minimize the market impact on your FTT sale, Alameda will happily buy it from you today at $22. So you can see the FTT chart, that $22, FTT was like a stable coin from November 7th, basically that whole day. And you can see it was hovering around that $22 mark. Now, CZ responded to this, and because people were asking, do you plan on taking Alameda up on their offer to close the position OTC to avoid further market impact? CZ says, "I think we will stay in the free market. We still hold Luna now, LUNC today," which is basically saying, hey, we're going to continue to hold this and it could go to zero just like Luna did, but we're going to stay in the free market and not do the OTC deal. So implying that, eventually FTT would go to zero. Finally, it says FTT bounces again. So now, yeah, from there, he continued to sell all the FTT, and that's what caused the cascading of the price early or late November 7th. And we saw where we are at today. Now, a lot of people are asking, okay, why is CZ doing this? Why didn't he take the OTC deal and save crypto? Why do we have to go through all this? Well, there's some backstory real quick from CZ and Sam. And if you actually go to CZ's tweets, you can see if you go to his likes, so there was a lot of people that were tweeting about, stuff negative towards Sam, and CZ was liking them. So one of the guys tweeted here, Bitcoin Comfy said, "It's time," with basically everyone X'd out. So Tribeco, basically Do Kwon, and now Sam was next, and CZ liked this tweet. Now, there's also a tweet from 2019 that CZ liked as well. And it was one basically where he was tweeting, basically was saying that there was an attack on their exchange. Okay, so We scroll up right here. It says, all fair and square, I guess now. And there's a tweet from September 2019 says, a market maker from a smaller futures exchange tried to attack Binance futures platform. No one was liquidated as we use the index price, not the futures price for liquidations, our innovation. Only the attacker lost a bunch of money and that was it. And I can see this huge wick down. Someone tried to attack their firm. Now, this turned out to be FTX, who is a smaller exchange but up and coming, trying to attack Binance. So this is even way back in the day, Sam was this cocky and arrogant trying to do this. So I think CZ was still holding a grudge. And then if you go to HSOCA Trades, good guys will follow him for a lot of alpha. Scrolling down, Sam was dealing with a lot of political situations. And a few days ago, because it came out that, hey, he's all for regulation and politics. People didn't like him. And basically they were saying, hey, CZ's better than you, yada, yada. And then Sam said, excited to see him, referencing CZ, repping the industry in DC going forward. He is allowed to go to DC, right? And this was probably the straw that broke the camel's back, basically implying, oh, CZ can't go to the United States, you know, implying he's banned, etc. And now, come full circle, this is CZ tweeting about acquiring FTX. So, kind of funny. Again, Sam being that cocky and arrogant, it just shows, just like Do Kwon, you know, basically you talk a lot of mess, you're going to get hit, right? So, that's what happened. And that is basically what has led us to today of FTX now being insolvent and needing Binance to bail them out because they don't have all the funds. So on top of that, you know, to add to the craziness of today, HSOCA actually retweeted a tweet from Suzu, who was one of the guys in Three Arrows Capital. And Kobe tweeted out that anyone want to join us on Up Only, and Suzu tweeted, good morning. And this was less than 30 minutes ago. And Suzu hasn't been active on his Twitter for a couple months. So yeah, so if he's going to be on Up Only, again, that's just going to add to the craziness that's going on. So a lot of stuff's been going on in crypto. It's definitely a lot to take in today. Right now, the markets have been pumping like crazy. So if you see FTT, that pumped a lot. If you just look at the markets in general, ETH is up a lot. BNB is actually pumped the most because obviously CZ is probably going to, you know, probably convert FTT to BNB. Who knows? But there is, yeah, basically a lot of talks and a lot of excitement that we avoided a nuclear crash similar to what happened with Luna. So thank goodness that CZ and Sam could come to some agreement. Again, it goes to show you never be too arrogant in crypto and always, you know, make sure you're being humble no matter who you are. So hopefully this video, I was trying to make it quick, hopefully explained everything in detail, what's going on, so you don't have to go to different tweets and everything to put it together. You can just show everyone this video. So please share this video with everyone you know. Help them understand everything. And if you liked it, please guys, like the video. Please comment if you haven't, and please subscribe if you haven't. Appreciate all my subscribers. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time.